Hello and welcome. It's 9 a.m. India time or 3:30 GMT. First up, news from South Asia. Afghanistan's Foreign Minister Salahuddin Rabbani spoke to his Indian counterpart Sushma Swaraj in connection with the kidnapping of 7 Indians in the country. Rabbani assured Swaraj that Afghan security forces were taking all necessary measures to rescue the Indian workers. A group of armed men abducted the 7 Indians over the weekend. Local Afghan officials claimed that the Indians were kidnapped in the northern Baghlan province. They were working for a power company called KEC and were reportedly kidnapped along with an Afghan colleague from Pule Khumri in Baghlan province. Harsh Goenka, the chairman of RPG Enterprises, which owns KEC company, has issued a statement. He tweeted, and I quote, "Request Sushma Swaraj and Ministry of External Affairs to help rescue 7 of our managers from the kidnapping in Afghanistan," unquote. All right, joining me for more on this story is my colleague Siddhant Sibal. Good morning, Siddhant. What's the latest you're picking up on this developing story?
Well, the latest, of course, is that the government is trying its level best to secure the release of the Indians who were abducted yesterday. Remember, 7 Indians have been abducted from the northern province, and of course, this, of course, has been an issue of worry for both India and Kabul. Yesterday, late night, we saw that release coming out of the Afghanistan's foreign ministry, in which the foreign minister there had a conversation with the Indian External Affairs Minister and assured that the government of India that it will do everything for the release of the Indians. Remember, this is not the first case of Indians being abducted in Afghanistan. This is the third case in a sense, because there were earlier case. Remember, Father Prem Kumar was a Roman Catholic priest who was abducted. He was later released in February of 2015. There were other cases as well. Indians have been targeted in Afghanistan. Remember the 2008 strike against the Indian embassy, in which many people were killed, including the defense attaché. And remember, India has been playing an important role in reconstruction of Afghanistan since 2001. India has constructed the parliament there. India has constructed the India-Afghanistan Friendship Dam, earlier known as Salma Dam. And both the time the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi visited Afghanistan and inaugurated the project. India has a $2 billion role in it. Has spent actually $2 billion since last 16 years. Remember, last September, the two countries agreed to initiate a very ambitious new development partnership, according to which India agreed to take up 116 high-impact community development projects to be implemented in 31 provinces of Afghanistan. So stakes are really high because India is sending its own personnel. Of course, it has said that there will be no boots on the ground. That means no Indian military personnel on the ground. India obviously doesn't want to be part of the quagmire there. But of course, India as a friend, as a dear friend, a country with which India has been having a long relationship, centuries of relationship. India is keen to rebuild that country, and for that, India has been doing its level best in humanitarian aid, in development aid, in educational aid. Remember, India has been providing scholarship to a lot of Afghans to come here and study in India, and of course, a lot of Afghans have relationship with India. A lot of Afghans stay here in New Delhi itself. But this development is a worrisome factor, and of course, government of India, other than the fact that there was a release by the spokesperson saying that we are aware of the abduction of Indian nationals from Baghlan province of Afghanistan, we are in contact with the Afghan authorities and will further details are being ascertained. So clearly, other than that, there is no word from the official word from the government of India. Right. But of course, sources tell us that government is trying its level best to secure the release of the Indians who have been abducted yesterday in the northern Afghanistan province of Baghlan.
And Siddhant, very quickly, no group has claimed responsibility so far for the abduction, but police sources are telling WION that the Taliban are suspected to be behind this kidnapping. What are you picking up about the possible motivation of the group behind this kidnapping?
Very true that no group has claimed responsibility, but both the spokesperson of the Baghlan police And of course, the governor's office have confirmed WION that Taliban is responsible for this abduction. And the governor's office has also told us that the governor himself is making sure and is in talks with the Taliban for the release of the Indians. Remember, India enjoys a lot of support, ground-level support in Afghanistan. India is considered as a friend in Afghanistan, unlike Pakistan, where there is a lot of anti-Pakistan wave in Afghanistan. Remember the long Pakhtun march which is happening, and of course, every time there's a terror attack in Afghanistan, Afghanistan has been saying that it's Pakistan who's responsible. So clearly this time around, it's the governor himself playing an important role in the release of the Indians. We have to wait and watch, because last time an abduction happened, the person was released after 40 days. We really don't know what happens. We, of course, would really like to see the Indians being released as soon as possible. But so far, it's all hush-hush. The government is trying its level best, but obviously it doesn't want a panic mode to happen in the country, of course, in Afghanistan as well, where the government itself has assured India that it's doing its best to release for the release of Indians.
Right, Siddhant, thank you. That was my colleague Siddhant Sibnal joining us with all the latest this morning.